Hey, what's up everyone? It's Rex from Rex Reviews, and yesterday Blizzard put out a new cinematic trailer for its upcoming patch. And this cinematic trailer features Saurfang as well as Thrall. The look so far is super interesting, and today we're going to take a look at that trailer and break it down a little bit with just some of my personal thoughts regarding the direction they may be going and what I think about the trailer itself. And we're going to do that right now. All right, we are jumping right into this cinematic. Oh, right from the get-go, it's got this kind of this Thanos Avengers Endgame kind of feel to it. It looks like they were going for here with Saurfang walking through the wheat fields. Oh wow, I'm gonna stop it right here because this is Nagrand in Outland. You can see the chunks of the world falling apart. You can see the crystal cluster in the background, and it looks like they've been growing some form of wheat or grain or something out here in Nagrand. Let's see where he is going. And here we get our first look at Thrall, sharpening a scythe. Looks like for tending his fields, and he looks very worn and ragged compared to the Thrall that we've seen in the past.
So, this is home now. Home. Family.
He looks so worn out.
And where are they? Not far. This world. It looks good. But it's wrong.
All right, now he was asked where his family is. Now, from the looks of this little area that he's at, this is clearly where he's living at, but it doesn't look as if his family's actually living there with him. So I guess right now we don't really know what's kind of happened with him since he's moved out here to Outland.
Broken. Falling apart. Just like the Horde.
Now, with what Saurfang just said about the world being broken and falling apart, it is weird that he chose here to come to, of all places, because as we know from the lore in the game, Outland is disintegrating. It's falling apart, as Saurfang said. So there's only a finite amount of time that these people who are here are going to be able to live here before everything just disintegrates around them.
Do you know what she's done while you've been hiding?
Oh, snap.
I left that life behind. I'm no one's savior. I will not lead the Horde. I didn't ask. But I hoped you would at least fight for it.
Now we see Saurfang taking this a slightly different direction than a lot of people thought, because a lot of us who knew this was coming, we guessed that Saurfang or somebody would come after Thrall for him to come back to be war chief. And here you hear Thrall saying that he does not want to lead. And Saurfang's just letting him know, well, you know, you weren't expected to lead, but we wanted you to come fight. And that's just to signify that Thrall put so much into the Horde to make it what it was, that just having his presence there to fight alongside the remaining Horde that want to make it great again would help them and motivate them to kind of overthrow Sylvanas and put the Horde where it needs to be, to where it's not this machine that's out killing everything and trying to destroy everything like it is now. Now, anybody watching this knew it was too good to be true that he was just going to be able to come out, find Thrall with zero confrontation at all, because it looks like Sylvanas does have her undead minions out there. And with what just happened there, that brings up another point that's completely different. In terms of rogue stealth, over the years, it's always been said that rogue stealth was exactly that. It was something of them kind of blending into their surroundings, whereas the way it's being portrayed here is more as an invisibility. It doesn't have anything to do with the trailer per se, more of just validating what's been said in the game lore versus what they are showing now in some of the cinematics.
You were followed. I followed them.
All right, now this part is big because Thrall is furious because he thinks Saurfang has brought Sylvanas' people and the drama to his doorstep, only to find out from Saurfang that they were already headed out to Thrall, which means Sylvanas was trying to be one step ahead of everyone, knowing that if anyone was going to come help unite the Horde, that it was going to be Thrall. And it shows that Saurfang had kind of the same idea. He just may not have initially knew where he was being led until he got out there, while he was trying to track these assassins down and see who they were going after.
You and I, we don't get to hide.
It's just letting them know that they're Horde through and through and that they need to fight no matter what, so that everything they've done over the years isn't just gone to waste. So it looks like he made his mind up. Alright, so we see that Thrall has a new weapon. We know that during the Legion expansion that Doomhammer was giving to the player because he didn't feel that he should wield it anymore. He felt the elements have left him, but it seems like since then he has built himself a super new cool axe. All right, that was the entire cinematic. So it looks like there are some exciting new things on the horizon for Blizzard. I kind of get the feeling it's not going to save the expansion. I think a lot of people have already gotten quite a sour taste in their mouth, no pun intended, of BFA. Little things like this will absolutely help, because I know me, I have not played this expansion much at all. Here and there I've logged in, just done the new raids as they've come out. But not everyone liked Thrall. While I'm at the stance that Thrall was jammed down everyone's throats, I do feel that having him in our universe does help, because he was always that beacon of hope on the Horde side to kind of show that they weren't just, mindless creatures of death that wanted to destroy and take over everything. I'll be curious to see in the next coming weeks and months what direction Blizzard is going to take with this, as far as, how Sylvanas is going to fall. The fact that they're actually going this route does show that Sylvanas is going to fall at some point. It seems like they were working on some form of project in the middle of BFA where they were doing quests in game to try to gauge players as far as how they felt about Sylvanas. I'm guessing that if a majority of the people agreed with what she was doing based on the quest lines they chose, that they would have probably taken this a different direction than it looks like they're going now. So it does seem like the overwhelming majority of people were completely against her actions. I know, at least in, public forums like Wowhead and MMO Champion, things like that, that there was a big outcry from Horde players in general that they were just disgusted with the path that the Horde were on based on how Sylvanas was handling everything. So it's going to be cool to see how they wrap this up. So if anyone wants to discuss this video down in the comment section, please feel free. I always answer my comments and can't wait to see what else Blizzard has in store for us down the road. Maybe it's just enough to get some of us to come back and dive into the rest of this expansion. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching.